So very good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Dr. Gayatri. My topic is relationship between echocardiography and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So going on to introduction and background. So non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is a broad term used to cover a spectrum of conditions that are characterized by evidence of hepatic steatosis on imaging and absence of secondary causes of hepatic steatosis, that is significant alcohol consumption, chronic use of medications, and
Go to study design. You can go to study design.
yeah. So my aim is to study cardiac functions in patient with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. We investigated if independently of insulin requirements, diet, physical activity, obesity, fatty liver involvement has any relationship with between echocardiographic measurements. My method is a cross-sectional study. I have chosen 50 non-alcoholic fatty liver disease patients and 50 non-NAFLD patients, subjects attending IPD and OPD of Parul Sevashram Hospital, Vadodara. My exclusion criteria is congestive heart failure, myocardial infarction, malignancies, extreme obesity, underweight, and bad nourished subjects, and renal insufficiency. Uh, uh, the assessment I have assessed on the basis of bright liver score, which is actually an ultrasound score.
So why you have excluded obese patient?
Ma'am, I have excluded extreme obesity patient because in some conditions, the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease can also be associated in such cases who are not extremely obese.
One of the most common cause of I think obesity is the connected. Metabolic syndrome is associated with now it is called as a MAL.
Okay. So on assessment, I have included ultrasound bright liver score, which actually assess the echogenicity of the liver, left ventricular ejection fraction, transmitral E by A Doppler ratio, left ventricular myocardial mass, and lifestyle profile. So I would like to explain what is E by A ratio. So in diastole, there are actually three phases: rapid filling, diastasis, and atrial contraction. So the E shows the rapid filling phase and the A shows atrial contraction phase. Basically, we all know that diastolic dysfunction has 4 grades: normal, impaired relaxation, pseudonormal, and restrictive. So the E by A ratio in normal people is greater than 0.8. In impaired relaxation phase, it becomes less than 0.8. In pseudonormal, it appears to be normal because of increased left atrial pressure due to backflow. So it is more than 0.8, and in restrictive, it becomes greater than 2. So for further like accuracy, we can do tissue Doppler also, but in our college there is not such any facility, so we didn't did that. So my results, I have statistical analysis of LVMM, that is left ventricular myocardial mass. This graph shows like 50 patients of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and 50 patients of with alcoholic fatty liver disease. So my results are LVMM is significantly greater in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, that is 102.6 plus minus 21 versus 91.2 plus minus 18. P-value is less than, like it is significant both in men and women. Ejection fraction is slightly smaller only in men with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. No significant difference was observed for E by A ratio. So, like in unhealthy dietary profile also, we can find lower systolic function. So my conclusion is NAFLD may be a meaningful early clue suggestive of diminishing heart function with similar determining factors. NAFLD is amenable to management and improvement by lifestyle change counseling and independently maintaining a normal heart function.
Point is that this liver disease you diagnose only from sonography. That is not enough. However, we not advise biopsy.
Yeah, ma'am.
But there is FIB-4 score and other you have to apply for to diagnose cirrhosis.
Yeah, ma'am. I will further
From
include it.
platelet count. FIB-4 for
Yeah.
fibroscan is also not required. On liver biopsy બી નથી જ કરવાની એ જ કહું છું liver biopsy બી નથી FIB-4 score is there to an EPRI score that you have to include. Before that you cannot stamp it is a cirrhosis of liver, EPRI score and FIB-4. But no, that is usually, how can you diagnose then non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? You have to, that will be normal. That required FIB score and the EPRI score should be normal. We have to rule out whether it is in fibrotic stage or non-cirrhotic stage. And second is non-alcoholic is how from history only.
Yeah, ma'am, from history.
So still required more this thing.
Yeah, sure. ma'am.
Because we cannot jump from only from the heart failure is because of liver. There are other parameters you have to ruled out,
Yeah.
right? Atherosclerosis. Hmm.
In cardiac function.
Yeah, so.
Because that slide was very fast. So
Yeah,
just say
actually,
everybody what happened to
Yeah,
cardiac
yeah. Okay,
function.
sure. So basically, in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, there is fat deposition which is found in liver. So because of excess fat deposition, there is a fatty plaques accumulation in coronary arteries, which leads to decreased blood supply to the heart muscles, and it causes diastolic dysfunction further so on long term.